All right, our last video for this week, we're going to take a look at subtracting fractions. Okay, we're going to use our pattern blocks. This looks very familiar. It's the same little setup that we do with addition, but now we're going to do subtraction. Okay, we have our denominator of 6, so we already know that that is our green triangles. Okay, we're going to start with 5, 6. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here's our 5, 6, and we're going to take away or subtract 2, 6, 1, 2. How many do we have left in our whole? 3, 6. 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6. So again, when you subtract with the same denominator, you keep your denominator, and what's 5 minus 2 is 3. Let's take a look on the number line. We start at 5, 6. So you go to the right, that's where you're going to start. And then when you subtract, you move to your left when you subtract. So we're going to take away 2, 6, 1, 2. Okay? On our fraction bar, we have 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to take away 2, 6, 1, 2. Let me see if I can get a darker. Here we go. So we took away 2, 6, 1, 2. What are we left with? We are left with 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6. We took 4. Your one whole is 6, 6. So we were at 5, 6, and we took 2 away. How many are left? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Same thing here. We have our rhombus. Why? Because our denominator is a 3. We're going to start with 2/3. And we're going to subtract 1/3. That leaves us with 1/3. You're getting the hang of it. So we go to our 2/3. That's where we start. We're going to subtract 1/3. Go backwards. Where do we stop? 1/3. Let's look at our fraction bar. We have 0, 1. Let's mark our spaces. 3 equal pieces, so we know our denominator is a 3. 1, 2. Why? Because 1 whole is equal to 3/3. So we're going to start at 2/3, or shade in 2/3. That's what we have. And we are taking away 1/3. How many thirds do you have left? 1/3. It's right there. Okay? Let's take a look at our next page. We have the same little setup. Let's take a look at D. We have 1 3/4 minus 2/4. So let's shade that in. 1 3/4. 1, 2, 3. Here's our 1 whole. Here's our 3/4. We're going to take away 2/4. 1, 2. What are we left with? 1 and 1/4. 1 and 1/4. Let's see if that matches with our numbers. Again, we keep our same denominator. We subtract our numerators. What is 3 minus 2? 1. What is 1 minus nothing? 1. Do they match? Yes. Okay, let's take a look at G. Let's take a look at the pictorial model first. We have 2 wholes, so I'm going to shade that in. And we're going to subtract 2/3. 1/3, 2/3. So in our pictorial model, we're left with 1 whole and 1/3. 1 and 1/3. Let's see if it matches here. Well, we don't have any fractions over here. But we know that if we take 1 whole away and turn it into a fraction, what is 1 whole if our denominator has to be a 3? We take, it's like we're borrowing, we're regrouping. Take 1 whole away, we're left with 1 whole, and that whole turns into what? 3/3. Why? Because 3/3 is equal to 1 whole. So now, keep our denominator the same. What's 3 minus 2? 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 and 1/3. Okay? Let's take a look at J. Sylvia had 10/12 yard of silk ribbon for her table. She used 7/12 for the trim. How much ribbon does she have left? Does Sylvia have left? Sometimes this gets some of our kiddos because they use the whole thing. They use 12/12 and don't pay attention to she only has 10/12. So here's our 0. Here's our 1 whole. We already know it's cut. Let's make sure. 1, 2, 3. I like to do my little fraction bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 equal pieces. So we're not starting with our whole piece of ribbon. We're only going to use 10/12 of our silk ribbon. So here we have 12 as our denominator. That's 1/12, 2/12, 3/12, 4/12, 5/12, 6/12, 7/12, 8/12, 9/12, 10/12, 11/12, and our 1 whole equals 12/12. Okay? Now the strategy here is to make sure that the kids see that she only has 10/12 of the ribbon. So do we count the 11 and 12/12? No, she doesn't have that. You can't count it. And that's what tricks the kids every time on a benchmark, on a CCA, STAR, whatever it may be. So we have only 10/12. She uses 7/12. So let's mark that off. She uses 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how many 12ths does she have left? 1, 2, 3. So in a pictorial model, we've got 3/12. Let's set it up as a subtraction problem. 10/12 minus 7/12. We keep our denominator the same. 10 minus 7 is 3. There you go. Just make sure you pay attention to that 1 whole. Don't let the kids get stumped on that. And this page is addition and subtraction practice for you guys to do on your own. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week.